Well, I don't know about what sort of punishment George Edgar should have for not speaking to Anthony at the end of a race. Oh, flogged. Public flogging. Now, he probably had some business to take care of, or maybe just needed a wee, who knows. But yeah, George Edgar escapes the microphone at the end of that final. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one race to go. Junior X30. Now, we saw earlier the repechage. It was very exciting. Then indeed, the pre-final as well was a real all-comers affair. We've got challengers coming from all different corners of the paddock for this one. 5 minutes ago, it's going to be a full grid of 34 drivers. And while in several of the classes there have been sort of clear favourites during the heats and even into the finals, in no such luck in this one. It's going to be really any one of about a dozen drivers have got potential to think, and you can see there that there's drivers that have finished their races all sort of gathering along the fences to see this one, or even just muse about what went wrong in their race. Some of the TKM drivers out there. Here we go. Gabriel Stilp on the outside of the front row for the Croc Promotions team, or at the outside of row number 2 rather. There's Harry Burgoyne Jr., Strawberry Racing. And you can see there that the new visors there, the new visor strips, they've got their names, or they've got the Fibre King sponsorship, which some of them drivers on their Iridium visors. And a look down the grid, there's the number 77 privateer entry of Rowland and Ashburg has been going well. The 16, that's Josh Agenbar. There's the 88 of Alfie Garford, Junior TKM champion from last year. The number 92 of Wesley Swain. The 23, he was our repechage winner, Sam Longley for Strawberry Racing. There's the 73 driver chatting away. That is the MDL Motorsport driver Kian Garrity, the Tony Kart race suit, down towards the back of this 34 strong grid. There's Mondi Junior Canini, just having a chat with his IPK, the Praga karting entry. And right at the back of the grid, so Cameron Pratt Thompson starting down at the back. He is out of position. Watch for Cameron Pratt Thompson to be charging through the pack. There's the number 51 Jamie Green Racing entry of Fred Green. There's Olivani chatting with Lewis Hall. Now, they used to be teammates in the old Evolution Racing team back in the day. Having a chat there, but Olivani there chatting away with the number 25 mechanic, Lewis Hall. He's William Murtaugh's mechanic. Now, Murtaugh and Mondi Junior Canini had that coming together earlier in the pre-final. There's the number 34 driver, that's the KR Sport kart of Nathan Clifford. There's the number 19 of Jack Cunningham, who also made it out of the repechage earlier on. The 69 kart of Ed Spanswick, the Anglo-Moldovan driver. There's the number 17 of Fast Freddie Lloyd. Number 14 kart of Jack Hobson, the BMR kart. There's the there's the case in point. There's the KR Sport livery and the Optima livery.
Yeah,
that's going to be a problem. There we are.
Thanks for that.
Now we're moving up the grid. There's Fionn McLaughlin, the number 29 Fusion entry, and Leo Robinson, the Algerian Lion, about to roar. Mini X30 champion in 2021. Eyes on Junior X30 Championship in 2022, and it's going to be one heck of a race. And yeah, Freddie Lloyd and Rebecca Lloyd just joined the chat there, reminding us that West Ham have just lost. So it'd be good for Freddie to have a win.
Hey, what have I told?
No.
What? No.
Their family are involved with West Ham United,
right?
In some sort of capacity.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're allowed to allow football.
But
they're involved with the club.
Motorsport stream.
Oh,
We're racing.
Bubbles, pretty bubbles.
Oh, mute button, magic thing.
But that's the West Ham song. Bobby Moore, Trevor Brooking and all that. There's Leo Robinson. Now this is X30 Leo Robinson. Now we're going to bounce around. We're going to have a little bounce around in the commentary box. Last race today, Anthony. Come on, it's going to be a good one. Oh dear.
Yeah, the floor felt like it was giving way then.
Yeah,
Stop bouncing up and down.
I had a big slice of cake for lunch, I can't lie.
So did I, to be fair. But there we go. No, this is going to be a wicked race, isn't it? We've waited all day, and, final race of the day, final race of the first weekend end of 2022 always brings out the best in everyone, and everyone's here at trackside to watch this race. The grandstand's already full. That's usually full of the mechanics when they run off the grid, but it's already full of other people watching.
Good, excellent. There they are. There's the back of them anyway.
Yeah.
This is great stuff, you know. I just realised something. We got to the end of the day and I haven't danced the commentary box yet.
Well, you technically...
Or sung. Oh, I haven't sung to you.
No.
Oh, I did.
Well, you have sung.
Really?
You sung just a second ago, didn't you? And technically you danced a second ago because you were jumping up and down. So you've done both, so you do not need to do anything else. No more.
All right, okay. I'm being controlled. There is a man who wants to maintain control at the front of this one. It's Leo Robinson. Let's have a look at the starting lineup, Anthony.
Yes, indeed. Leo Robinson and Harry Burgoyne Jr. will lock out row number 1. Phil McLaughlin and Gabriel Stilp on row number 2.
Macaulay Bishop and Jack Nettleship share row number 3. Lewis Bird and Henry Joslyn on row number 4.
Brandon Carr, Ryland Eschberg on row 5. Jack Hobson and Josh Agenbar will round out row 6.
Freddie Lloyd and Alfie Garford on row 7. Henry Gregory and Wesley Swain on row number 8.
Ian Spanswick and Sam Longley on row 9. Jack Cunningham and Jack Cox rounding out the top 20 on row 10.
Row number 11 will be Nathan Clifford and Cian Garrity. Then it's Zach Green and Luke Sinclair on row 12.
Row 13, Taylor Orridge and Isaac Phelps, with George Robinson and Leo Brown rounding out row 14.
Row number 15 is Riley Bishop and Mondi Junior Canini, then William Murtagh and Charlie Morrison Jones.
Fred Green and Cameron Pratt Thompson will round out our grid on row 17. And the drivers have gone round another lap.
They've gone and done a second rolling lap, Anthony, which is good for us because we can have a breather.
We can have a breather.
Because I've got a feeling it's going to be a little bit breathless for the next 15 minutes. If the pre-final was anything to go by. So we have Fusion Motorsport, Strawberry Racing, Croc Promotion, Dan Holland Racing, the Jade Racing Team, Optima, Vic Barrett Racing, KR Sport, BMR Restart, Privateer Entry, Premium Karting, and that is just on the front 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 position, the front 6 rows of the grid.
What a mix-up. What a treat we're in for.
A multitude, an absolute cornucopia of different colours and teams. It's wide open in X30. No one's got a lockout on it. Who is going to win the opening round? Lights are out. We're off and racing. Robinson leads into turn number 1. And one of that's Wesley Swain running a little bit wide in the middle of the pack there. And they're all through Cafe Corner cleanly. This is where things went a little bit wrong earlier on. And now we hold our breath as they head down towards Stratford Corner. On the outside, Gabriel still in 3rd position, maybe losing a little bit of ground. But Leo Robinson and Harry Burgoyne Jr. still 1st and 2nd. Stilp is 3rd. Then it's Phil McLaughlin in 4th position. Still everyone okay. And the glider pilot's getting a bird's eye view of the action as he tries not to crash his plane.
Yep. Well, it's not playing, it's the glider. Anyway, change for the lead. Burgoyne Jr. down the inside, gets that job done. Stilp follows through as well, puts that back up into 2nd place. And already hand gestures coming out saying, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Phil McLaughlin holds on to 3rd place as they dive through Cafe Curve.
Well, Robinson went from 1st to 4th there.
Well, yeah, he did.
This is like, oh dear, and there's a spinner right in front of us. That is the number 35 entry of Isaac Phelps for the Jade Racing Team. He went up over the back of somebody else, but got going again.
Yep.
So all 34 drivers still running. And there's number 77.
Oh dear, that's Bishop.
That's Bishop. And that's Lewis Bird who gets taken out. Oh, Lewis Bird's in the middle of the track. He's going to try and get away. Oh, that was lucky. That was lucky. Now, I wonder if we can maybe get a replay of that incident, because there was a lot happening there. So we'll see if we can summon up a replay of that. Here we go.
From what I saw, it just looked like Bishop lost the back end of it, but let's have a look.
Well, he's the white crash helmet coming into the shot there, and
he hit the curb and then got
on the inside.
He got a love tap.
Hit the curb on the inside, that bounced him across the circuit, and it was Freddie Lloyd that was right behind him, but he hit the curb, went across the circuit. Poor old Lewis Bird was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Like the grouse on the way into the circuit this morning.
Yes.
Just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Several grouses.
Oh dear. Anyone who lives in the countryside knows what we're on about with the grosses around here. Yes. But up at the front, that means that Gabriel Stilp, Phil McLaughlin, Harry Burgoyne Jr. have the top 3 positions. And there's a couple of gaps now. Of course, really good job by everybody to avoid taking out the two drivers there that were involved in that. Bird and Bishop have both continued on. It'll be interesting to see. They're 33rd and 34th at the moment. I'm looking at them coming past our commentary box window, and as Fionn McLaughlin takes the lead.
Oh!
Hello?
Still nearly into the tyre wall there.
He's looking over his shoulder. Oh, there's the back end of that croc cart there. But so Bird and Bishop. Oh, Lewis Bird has actually. Excuse me. Dear me. Well, no, I breathed in very, and then it had to come out somehow.
You said Bird.
Bird is out of the race. Bishop is in 33rd position, but he has got caught at the back of the pack, and there is Gabriel. That real bumper on that number 42 car, looking a little bit wobbly, perhaps, maybe.
No, it's fine.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So interesting to see how far Bishop can come back up through the pack. There's Harry Burgoyne Jr. passing Fionn McLaughlin. Gabriel Stilp there. Yeah, he's looking over his shoulder. He hasn't got the pace at the moment. He looks a little bit rattled. Yeah.
Well, like I say, when he was side by side with his move out of the hairpin on the previous lap, and he got, well, not forced, but he ran a little wide. So, yeah, he clipped the barrier. So I reckon that did shake him up a little bit. So he's got to try and close that gap up, because he was battling with those two ahead of him. So, yeah, lost a lot of time.
He's got the Mick Barrett Racing number 26 of Henry Joslyn and the number 37 Fusion Motorsport cart of Leo Robinson right behind him now. They need to work together to close back up to Burgoyne Jr. and Fionn McLaughlin. Then there is a gap back to Brandon Carr running in 6th position for KR's Sport team. Jack Nettleship is 7th, and Freddie Lloyd is up at 8th position in the leading Dan Holland Racing cart now, Freddie Lloyd. Agambar and his premium karting teammate Garford are 9th and 10th, and it's Swain, Spanswick, Cox, Cunningham, Canini, Garrity, Pratt Thompson already from 34th to 17th. Watch out for the number 33 cart on your screens. Sinclair is next, then it's Clifford, Hobson, Green, Ashberg, Zach Green, then Ashberg, Fred Green, Bishop, Morrison Jones, Robinson, Leo Brown, Orridge, Phelps, Macaulay Bishop up to 30th, ahead of Gregory, Longley and Murtaugh.
Yep, there we go. No change in front. Oh, but there has been a change here as the 51 also getting a warning flag while going over the start-finish line. That was Fred Green. So, Jamie Green Racing Team.
Maybe the architect of his own demise.
Could be, but his gesticulating arms say otherwise. Well, he thinks otherwise.
Try. Of course you're going to.
You're going to argue.
You're not going to do that. Yeah, it was a fair cop, Gov.
Yeah,
as Burgoyne Jr. holding on. Now they've got a 9/10 of a second gap over third place Gabriel Stilp of these two. Scotsman Burgoyne, Irishman McLaughlin, an Englishman and Algerian are the top four.
Welcome to the British Kart Champs.
Welcome to the British Kart Champs. It's why this championship is the envy of the world.
Yeah.
Has to say. Drivers, I mean, obviously Leo Robinson is based in the UK, but of course Algerian parentage. And the Algerian Motorsport Federation and the Algerian Karting Federation have been hugely supportive. I've noticed on his racing, he's now got some Algerian sponsorship. So it's great news. I know that we're massive in Algeria.
Yes.
You know, absolutely, you know, massive in Algeria. Huge. Yep. There's an anti-Jordan fan club in Algiers.
I'm sure there is not.
You think I'm joking?
No. Well, there's a shop dedicated to your beard.
Well, I'm not surprised. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Burgoyne Jr. and McLaughlin, first and second. Still Robinson, Joslyn, Carr, Nettleship, Lloyd, Agambar. Then Garford. So Alfie Garford. So of all the drivers that have transferred from TKM to X30 this weekend, in seniors it went badly wrong for James Pashley and for Alice Cresswell. But in juniors, Alfie Garford has been going about his business nice and quietly. Why is there a driver with a strawberry Tony Kart race suit running away from us? Oh, that's Fred Green. I think that must be Fred Green. I don't know where his cart is.
No, I don't think that is Fred Green.
Oh, no, it's not, because his cart is tucked away,
I think,
behind the barrier. I think that's Cian Garrity. Yes, sorry, it's the MDL Motorsport cart of Cian Garrity.
It is.
And he is out of the race. Leo Robinson, fastest lap of the race. So Robinson up into third position. That gap between second and third, which was nearly a second, is now half a second. Robinson on a charge. See, all you got to do is talk about the Algerian Anthony Jordan fan club, and Robinson's ears prick up and he goes for it.
There we go. You're welcome. Less than 8 minutes to go. +1 lap. Nice breakaway at the front here.
Again, that gap between the top two is
Yeah,
gone.
it's gone.
And Leo Robinson's brought Jacob Stilp and Henry Joslyn to the party. Oh, somebody else pulling off. That is a Tony Kart that is pulling off the side of the circuit. So, we've what was the ooh for? Was that a move, a change? It was.
It was, yeah.
It was a croc snapping its teeth and moving into second place.
Yes, it was. Burgoyne Junior is now down into 5th place, as Stilp now down into third-ish, third and a half.
Third-ish, I like that. Yeah. It was Sam Longley who was retired at this point of the circuit there. You might even see just out of our camera view there. So Sam Longley out of the race for Strawberry Racing. So Strawberry Racing have got one driver now in 5th position and another one watching from the sidelines. But it's after all this, it's now a Fusion Motorsport. No, it's not. It's is it a Fusion Motorsport 1-2? Yes, it is. It's McLaughlin leading Robinson, then Stilp, Joslyn, and Burgoyne Junior.
As you said it. There we go.
6.5, 7 minutes to go. Just over half distance. Behind them, Brandon Carr runs in 6th position. The gap between the top 5 and 6th position is 2.5 seconds, and Stilp now gets spat out by Joslyn. So Joslyn up into P3.
Yeah, and we see there he's already doing the hand signals because he can see the top 2 breaking away again. So, you know, he wants to close that gap back up.
And you are right, and looking at the karts going into the Bruno chicane there, I mean, Gabriel Stilp, he's got the back end of that kart, you know, he's using the curb more to turn the car.
Yes.
Yeah, he is using the curb more, but I mean, of course, then he finds himself facing away from the apex, the middle part of the corner, so he's got to put a sharper steering input in to get back online for the exit of that complex. We'll watch again this time around. The Stilp's Mad Croc kart is has got very different behaviour going into there.
Oh, and there's two karts off at Cafe Curb.
Mondi Junior Canini getting underway, leaving the scene of the crime, and number 72 kart is left there. The driver up and out of the kart, that would be Luke Sintler. Now we'll watch this again coming in. Are we going to see the angle coming into? Oh, we missed.
Oh, we missed it. It was the corner.
We were looking at the accident.
Yes.
Which is fair enough. But we'll look next time. There's Stilp in the number 42 Mad Croc kart, followed by Burgoyne Junior and Joslyn. But the two Fusion drivers beginning to get away. Yellow flags here. That's where Canini Junior and Sintler had their incident. They've gone past that. So there's a marshal running towards to retrieve that number 72 kart. Here we go into the Bruno Ferrari, and again we'll didn't see it too much there, but certainly I think that Stilp's kart is not as strong through the Bruno S's as the Bruno chicane as everybody else in that league group, and certainly now these two Fusion drivers are beginning to pull away. It's threatening to be a very good day for the Fusion team. Front four lockout in Iami, and now looking at first and second in Junior X30.
Yeah, pretty solid day for the team. Like, you know, they're a quick team on any weekend, really, when you see them racing. But yeah, definitely they've had a good one this time around. 4.5 minutes to go as down the inside. Burgoyne Junior gets it on Stilp, and again, it just looks like that car just didn't want to turn in.
Yep, here we go. Let's have a look there. Again,
there's
Stilp. You can see Stilp.
The only one using the curb.
The only one using the curb there. Now, and he's using the curb to help turn the kart.
Yeah.
You know, which is what you do in karting with some things. But now Stilp is down to 4th place behind Harry Burgoyne Jr. And now, can the Strawberry race, can the Scotsman now push up in the final 4 minutes of this race to catch the leaders? Still yellow flags waving down at the entrance to Park Bend there. But the Marshals, another great job there by the Shenington Marshals to move that car out of harm's way. And the Marshal even having time to put the Vera Tools, Be a Tool Rebel banner back into place. Always thinking of the sponsors. Good man, well done. Okay. You'll go far in life. So the top 5 are clear, but with McLaughlin and Robinson keeping Burgoyne, Stilp and Joslyn at arm's length. Then there's a 4-second gap back to Nettleship, who is all on his own. I know he's got Brandon Carr behind him. Then it's Freddie Lloyd having a good drive in 8th position. Then there's a gap back to Cameron Pratt-Thompson, 34th to 9th, DJ.
Wow.
What's all that about?
Wow, that is a job and a half, isn't it?
There we go. There, on this screen there, leading this group is Pratt-Thompson, who started stone last.
Wow.
And he's got Agambar, Cox and Garford right behind him. Well, I mean, Cameron Pratt-Thompson, I mean, he's now got he's got 2 seconds to make up on Freddie Lloyd for 8th position. Macaulay Bishop is up to 18th after falling back to 32nd. And we have 30 drivers left in the race. Leo Brown 30th, Monte Canini is 29th, Murtagh 28th, Bishop 27th, Robinson 26th, Orridge 25th, Fred Green 24th, Morrison Jones 23rd, Gregory 22nd, Etchberg 21st, Phelps 20th, Nathan Clifford 19th, Bishop 18th, Spandrick 17th, Cunningham 16th, Swain is 15th, then Zach Green in 14th, Hobson is 13th, Jack Cox 12th, Garfield 11th, and Pratt Thompson 10th. He's just been overtaken by Agenbar, who's up to 9th. That is all rundown of the remaining runners in this race. We're on lap number 18, 2 minutes to go, and well, still back into 3rd place. They haven't given up hope yet.
Not at all, not at all. That gap, what is it, half a second now that they've got now between the two of them?
I would say half a second, and soon McLaughlin's going to have to defend. He's not going to just let Leo Robinson waltz through to take the win. He's going to have to defend, and that'll cost him pace. So, and you can see Burgoyne still planted on the rear bumper, pushing and working together. So again, Stilp and Burgoyne have not given up on this one yet at all. Neither is Henry Joslyn, who is far enough back to maybe take an evasive action. Here we go, game on. McLaughlin begins to bend in the Stratford corner, and Robinson's got the inside line. Robinson, 2 wheels on the grass, coming up towards Bruno's, and he doesn't make the move. Here comes Stilp.
Look at that, well timed there from Stilp. He could see the weakness in Robinson and just thought, I'm going for it, and well timed that was. Now that's allowed McLaughlin to break away slightly, but I think that was very early then between those two. Very early.
It was a little bit, maybe too early for Robinson. McLaughlin's thinking, no, it's fine, mate, I'm all right, I'm still leading. But now, Stilp didn't take a win last year. He was a podium contender in Mini X30 2 years ago, a regular podium contender, where he went up against Leo Robinson and Vinnie Phillips. And now he goes to lead, but he shoots wide at Stratford, and that's going to give the lead back to Leo Robinson. So Stilp outbreaks himself. Joslyn now trying to pass Burgoyne Jr. 45 seconds to go. Robinson, Stilp, McLaughlin, Burgoyne Jr. and Joslyn now the top 5 in order.
Oh, there we go. This is going to be one heck of a last lap between these two. And here comes Stilp. Whoa, that was no gap there, but he made it work. Did Stilp absolutely squeeze that car into that gap. Well timed again once more, and as they squeak across the line, there's 30 seconds to go. There's still 2 laps to go.
I've never seen a kart change direction going into Wilkins at that point before. He was going out, and then he literally turned the corner into like a square.
Yeah.
So that the trajectory was forcing Robinson wide, and Stilp went, no. I could mirror signal move a turn, and but now he's back to 3rd, using that curve again, and it's McLaughlin back in front. Now the clock strikes 0. McLaughlin, Robinson, Stilp, Joslyn, Burgoyne. Still anyone at 5 can win. And there's the number 99 kart of Taylor Orridge out of the race. Last lap board goes out. Stilp looking at the inside. It's not going to happen there. Can McLaughlin hang on? McLaughlin 8th the championship last year. Burgoyne Jr. 7th the championship. Stilp just outside the seeded rankings. And Robinson and Joslyn new to the class this year. Round Stratford. Up runway straight for the final time. You can barely breathe. It's still McLaughlin. Now Stilp at the inside. What a move from Gabriel Stilp. And Henry Joslyn comes out in front. I don't Adam and Eve it.
I don't think Stilp meant to do that one, and Joslyn loves it. So here we go then. One more corner to go. Joslyn out of nowhere will come through. Burgoyne has just taken second in the final corner, but Joslyn will take it. Burgoyne Jr. from Stilp.
Wow. Mick Barrett Racing and Henry Joslyn have absolutely taken one there. That was a fantastic bit of opportunism there. And Gabriel Stilp, the move was superb. He just couldn't get the kart slowed down in the apex. He finishes it. So Burgoyne Jr. in 2nd, Stilp in 3rd, and after running 1-2 for the majority of the second half of that race, the 2 Fusion drivers, McLaughlin and Robinson, miss out on the podium in 4th and 5th. Let's have a look at that again. Here comes Stilp. There we go. Bounce off the curb, up the inside, gets the kart slowed down, over the curves, bit of understeer. McLaughlin has to run a bit wide, and Joslyn just says, thank you very much. Take that. He only Henry Joslyn had half a lap all day, and he comes away with the biggest win of his career. Fantastic stuff for the driver racing for Team UK, and there is the winner going through. Here comes Harry Burgoyne Jr. He's going to make do with 2nd today. And, well, Gabriel Stilp, you can't blame a man for trying. And my word, that was one heck of a manoeuvre. There is Fionn McLaughlin finishing in 4th position, and he's just, oh, what can you do? He goes through. Disappointment there for the Irishman. And, well, there goes the spectators and the drivers back towards the paddock area. Anthony Jordan will be bringing you the winners later on. We will film the presentation. We don't live stream the trophy presentation, but we do film the presentation, and it will be then added to the broadcast later on that you'll see on the British Championship and on the Alpha Live YouTube channel. But well, it's great to be back in the Wera Tools Motorsport UK. Has been, yeah, eventful to say the least. It's been great to be back. It's been great to have you back. Let's go and speak to the winners with Anthony Jordan down in the pits.
Thank you very much, Henry. Yes, final race of the day, and what a race it was, all the way to the flag. And our race winner, Henry Joslyn for Mick Barrett Racing. Henry, were you expecting that result?
Not really, no.
Talk us what happened in the Bruno chicane on that last lap, because you just, well, you saw a gap, you went for it.
Yeah, what's his name? Stilp went in on I'm
so proud of you.
he went in on Finn. I don't think the move was on, and it kind of took them both out, so I saw an opportunity and went for it.
Well, an opportunity well gained on that one. Congratulations in the first round of the championship. Is this a nice confidence boost going into round 2?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
Anyone you'd like to thank?
My mechanic Aaron, Joe from Aventus, my family, and everyone who supports me.
Yeah.
And
Mick Barrett. Yeah, don't forget Mick Barrett there, the main man himself. But top stuff, well done, Henry. Harry Burgoyne Jr., 2nd place on that one. Talk us through. That was a action-packed race from green flag to checkered, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a really hard race, to be fair. Henry or Harry, I don't know his name, he done well. Gabriel was good. Fionn led most of it. I was pushing to him and I overtook him and managed to get back past me, and then the train of carts went past, so that put me in 3rd or 4th, and then I got stuck on the outside coming past the start finish line, and then I got overtaken. So, but then in the last corner I just managed to sneak up the inside of Gabriel.
Well, all we can say is that at least you don't have to do that 7-hour drive home. You just have to be the passenger in that one, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, congratulations, 2nd place. Well done.
Thank you.
Excellent. Let's chat to Gabriel still. Gabriel, now, my first question I'd like to ask, now that move at the final chicane, was that planned or was that a mistake?
No, I wanted to sort of win because the previous lap I got loaded down at the bottom, so I was just going to send it.
Well, send it you did. I mean, it looked like you went in just a little too hard. Like, we were watching your racing in that one. You were the only driver taking the inside curb. Was there any reason for going on that inside curb at the Bruno chicane?
Probably just making mistakes.
It didn't look like mistakes. It just looked like the kart was struggling to get round there. But, you know, it was a good line, a good race. You came back. You know, it looked like you were dropping off in the midsection of that one. You came back and still 3rd place, a great result.
Yeah, it was all right. Didn't really want to come 3rd, but it's got a whole year to go, so...
It's the first round. You're starting the season on the podium. It's a good result. You can take that one. You can be happy with that one. Enjoy the podiums later on, mate.
Thanks.
Excellent stuff there, Gabriel Stilp. Henry, we're out the commentary box now. The sun is out.
That was a bit good, wasn't it?
It was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was excellent. Really great to be back. It's always good to start the season when the weather's good. You know, that, I mean, whether you've had a good weekend or you've had a bad weekend, you're not driving home in the middle of the pouring rain, you know, ahead of a long season. So yeah, it's great to be back, and it's so great to have people back here. That's the one thing we notice. There's loads of spectators here, loads of family and friends. It really does make the atmosphere amazing. Pity about hay fever though, eh?
Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, if you hadn't noticed, I am suffering from hay fever, which is probably why Henry was talking most all the way through the day, which we can only apologise for.
I know. Sorry, I did explain that and apologise to the viewers already that you were battling on against, manfully battling on, not against man flu, but against, you know, the fact that we're in the countryside.
No, something that I can't see is defeating me. How pathetic's that?
Well, that's like, again, he goes, thank you so much for joining us all. I mean, this championship goes on. We're at PFI for the next rounds, which is Rotax, Cadet Honda, And for Bambinos, that's going to be a fantastic meeting. That's on the 7th and 8th of May. We've got the presentation coming up here. But again, so on behalf of everyone at Alpha Live and the British Kart Championship, this has been the Wera Tools Motorsport UK British Kart Championship 2022. The opening round, we're done, we're in the books. Let's move on.
What he said. Bye for now.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to get underway with the provisional Junior X30 result for the opening round of the 2022 Wera Tools British Kart Championship. Another very, very exciting race right to the very end. Please welcome up onto the podium, representing Crop Promotion in 3rd place, Gabriel Stilp. You've got a Wera hat. You have to put it on. Yes, that's what hats are for. There we go, good lad. I've got to say, really appreciated. Such a big crowd stayed for the end as well. As you can hear, very well supported drivers. Finishing in 2nd place, just 0.3 of a second behind the eventual winner. He's the highest ranked returning driver from 2021 from Scotland, Harry Burgoyne Jr. And he's got the name on the visor. That's a new thing for 2022, having their names or some of the sponsor logo on the Iridium visor. Very good indeed. Well done, Harry. But your winner this weekend, a fantastic last gasp manoeuvre, like the Red Sea part, and he drove his Mick Barrett racing kart all the way through to victory alongside his winning mechanic, Aaron Charles. Please welcome the CIK Academy's Team UK representative, Henry Joslyn. Aaron has got his hair right, Aaron, there we go. Well done, congratulations. I think Henry led half a lap all weekend, but he led the right half a lap, the one that mattered, and comes away with his first win in the Motorsport UK British Championship. And courtesy of the British Championship, a set of Comet tyres. Thank you very much to our sponsors, Wera Tools and the Motorsport UK British Championship for those. And I will have just a photograph with the winner. And Aaron's got to come around here and have a. Aaron, now you've got to look after those tyres. You know they're good for both corners. Well done.
Thank you.
There we go. We've spoken to every mechanic. We're not going to let you get out of the way. There we go. Happy days. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no, picture. Well, you can take the tyres off the podium. They've lost 3/10 already.
Trophy to one side.
It's not very nice, Henry. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. That has been the podium. Oh, hello, what's going on there? Oh, he's put tyres on the microphone wire. That looks good. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been the podium presentation for the opening round of the 2022 Motorsport UK British Championship at Shenington. Thank you very much for joining us. We will see you next time. Have a safe journey home.